Ultimate nutritional question: which is the best diet for fat loss? If you take a look at internet right now, if you take a look at YouTube, Instagram, Google, you're gonna see a lot of different diets that are claimed to be the best diet for fat loss, and it's super easy to get overwhelmed with this amount of information and listening to one people is worshiping keto and the other guy is just condemning it, and the same thing with paleo, the same thing with intermittent fasting and all these different diets, and it's super hard to get confused and be like, you know what, I love it. I'm never going to find the best diet. Well, in this video, I want to share with you what makes the best diet and how you can identify which is going to be the best diet for you. So let's just jump right into it, okay? So obviously, the thing that makes the best diet is that it gives you results, okay? So first of all, it needs to be something that actually provides you to fat loss. So let's take a look at how all these are, by the way, the 6 main diets that you can see out there that are main trendy. We got the ketogenic diet, the Mediterranean, paleo, intermittent fasting, 7 meals a day, and carnivore diet, okay? So we're gonna take a look at how each one of these are providing you the fat loss, okay? So the concept of the keto is that you're gonna take your energy from fats and proteins instead of carbohydrates, okay? And what it does is that it allows you to be on a calorie deficit, okay? So that's the way you lose fat on the keto. Now the Mediterranean, it's a more balanced kind of diet, and what it allows you to do is to eliminate a lot of foods that are super high in calories, so you can finally achieve a calorie deficit. Okay, when you take a look at, for example, intermittent fasting, one thing that intermittent fasting does is that you stop eating for a period of time during the day. Okay, so you have like an 8 hours window or a 10 hour or a 6 hour window where you can actually eat, and then the rest of the day you're gonna restrict yourself from eating, and that's gonna give you some health benefits. But then the way that that's gonna provide you fat loss is by giving you a calorie deficit. So I'm not gonna go through this next one because you can see the pattern here. Each one of these diets achieve the fat loss through a calorie deficit, which means the process is the same. Now, am I saying they're equal? They're not equal, okay? Because one thing is to lose fat, and the other thing is to have a balanced diet. The other thing is to have a healthy lifestyle, a healthy nutrition, and all that stuff. You can lose fat with a nutrition plan that's not healthy at all. Just want to put it out there, okay? I always say it, you can lose fat by eating Big Macs and Oreos all day if you are in a calorie deficit. But obviously that's not the goal that we have right here. So the idea of all this is gonna be to design a strategy that's gonna give you a calorie deficit so you can lose the fat. And if you take that into consideration, there's none of these ones that fat loss wise is going to be better than the other. Now, health-wise, completely different argument. I have a lot of things against many of these diets health-wise, but we're not going to get into that in this video, because when you're looking for the best diet for yourself to lose fat, there's only one thing that you need to consider. Okay, if you don't care about health and you only want to lose the fat, there's only one thing to consider, and that is how sustainable is it. Okay, because it doesn't matter if you're following the best diet in the world. Let's say that the Mediterranean is the best diet. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're following it and that's your structure. If you're not going to be able to stick to it, if you're only gonna stick to it so long until you get to the results, then it's gonna be all for nothing. Because the moment you get the results and you get back to your old habits, you're gonna lose the results. So the best diet out there for losing fat is going to be the diet that you're going to be able to stick for the longest, ideally stick for the rest of your life. That's why any type of flexible eating, and it can be on any of these, okay? It can be flexible eating on any of this, is going to be always the best choice, because it's going to be the one that's going to allow you to stick to it for the longest time. And that's the key. Focus on that nutrition. Try to be on that nutrition for as long as possible until that not even becomes a diet anymore, because you're just eating what you're feeling to eat and you're not even restricting yourself, because that's so flexible that you just feel like, okay, this is what I'm eating right now. good stuff, and I'm gonna keep on losing fat and keep on losing fat. So find which is a diet that's gonna be sustainable for you. I cannot tell you which one is gonna be because we're all different, and go for it. And now, if you're looking for a diet that's not only gonna give you fabulous results, but it's also gonna help you get healthier, well, I suggest you to stick in this channel because we're gonna be putting out a video talking about that pretty soon. So hopefully that helps you. If it did, don't forget to share with a friend, and I'll talk to you in the next video.